Hello, welcome to the okay. How many times did I say okay live stream? I'm live streaming a coloring of, let's see, this is Conjuring Circle from the Tales from the Crypt Keeper series. This is issue number 15, the second Halloween themed issue. And here you can see the flat coloring is done. Now I'm working on shading. I'm going to go ahead and share the link to this video stream real quick, and then I'll be right back. Let's see. I've posted this on Patreon. Let's get Patreon up. If you're a patron, you'll see that there's currently a incorrect video link I posted to get started over here. I'm going to edit that, get the correct one up, and also I'm going to post this on my DeviantArt and Discord. Let's see. So I've got to find the link to this thing. I'm not actually sure where this link is, so it might take me a second. Let's see. I'll try to get this out of the way. Here we go. I believe we have a live section. Live. There we go. Live. Share. There we go. I got the link. Now, pardon me while I update this. Now, tomorrow is Cyber Monday, and I would like to... how do I change it? Oh, man. How do I change that? Oh, I can't change... That stinks. I can't change the video link. Alright, so we'll just create a new one, I guess. So tomorrow is Cyber Monday. I'm going to get some sales going on Tales from the Crypt Keeper to celebrate the upcoming comic coming out. So if there are issues that you haven't read that you want to get caught up on, or you just wanted to wait till there's a sale, like sales are always a good time to go out and buy the things that you've always put off buying. So there will be some sales on the earlier Tales and also the last Halloween issue. So if you're interested in that, be sure to come by tomorrow for those sales. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and submit a journal. And how about we get on Twitter and do that too? We'll just post everywhere. Live streaming. All right, we've got that going. Now we're gonna streaming colors. There we go. And I also wonder if I can. My chair broke the other day, and I was able to repair it. I broke the chair. I'm so heavy, I broke my chair. So, one of the lug nut things, like the bolts that holds the chair back to the base of the chair, completely broke off, and I had to buy one of those screw removers, and I was able to fix the chair. I couldn't believe it. I usually would just give up and go buy a new chair. But here we go. Live stream. Correct. There we go. Let's make this available to everyone. Publish now. Alright, I think we have posted everywhere now, except for Discord. That's where I forgot to post. I'm sorry for all this. If I knew how to better schedule these live streams, I would do that. But here we go. What? No, that's not the correct thing. Okay, so now I need to go back in here. I need to get a shareable link again. Discord. There we go. All right, now we've got all the links. Let's begin. Okay. So this is Conjuring Circle. This is the first panel, the first page. The Conjuring Circle. You can see here we've got all new characters. Every time I do a Tales from the Crypt Keeper, we use all new characters in every single story. However, the Crypt Keeper does make certain appearances. She's not appearing in every single one, but she has appeared in multiple issues. And she does appear in this story. So if you're excited to get more Crypt Keeper, then stay tuned for this episode, or this issue. It will be out on November 30th. This is just the coloring, and I am just now starting on the coloring, which means I have like a week of coloring to do. I think November 30th, let's see what the calendar says. The 30th is on Thursday, so I've got my work cut out for me. Let's see, let's use the same red up here. So as you can see, the brush I'm using is just this like, I don't know, it's like a sponge brush. And you can kind of make it smaller to get some hair strands. I'm going to try not to treat the hair as a big blob, but hair strands. Kind of adds a little to the realism, I guess. I definitely think I have a unique hair style, if you want to call it that. My style with hair is, I feel like it's become pretty recognizable, in that it's just a pretty realistic hair, and I just got that by doing my own thing. Try not to copy other styles or borrow from other styles when I'm doing hair. And it's a little time consuming, but you kind of do what you like doing, I guess. Here we go. I should probably get that 19 brush out here. Alright, so this 19 brush gets bigger and harsher the harder you push down. And I'm definitely going to use this brush on the leather apparel. We've got some leather apparel on these characters, and I would not say I'm an expert in leather apparel, but I'm going to do my best. Try to get something that at least looks like leather. Alright, so we've got an underlit panel down here. We're trying to create like a sense of dread and dynamic lighting coming from below. Alright, so now we get the dark. Can try to create or keep the same levels of dark and light to kind of help the flow, help have your eyes recognize each panel as the same characters and the same moment in time. And I don't know if you're a Rat Queens fan, but I took some inspiration from the Rat Queens main, I don't know if it's the main character in the Rat Queens, but she's like the leader, or self-declared leader, I guess, and took that hairstyle from the Rat Queens lady. She has black hair though. She has black hair, but she's got those two little hair bun things. All right, so red jacket, red leather, red leather, red leather, red leather jacket. All right, so let's, I'm gonna go ahead and just block in some of the dark. Blocking in this dark is going to help me, you know, move through this coloring a little faster, the shading, have a little bit better of an understanding, so I don't have to imagine the entire time I'm working on it. Gotten a lot better at creating clothing from nothing and just kind of imagining it. It's a very tough skill to learn, and wouldn't say I'm amazing at it yet. And it always helps to have reference to look at, but I'm just sort of attempting this here. Let's see here. There we go. There's her red leather jacket. Let's go for a sheen to it. What is that called? Like a light reflection. I'm guessing we're gonna keep this strong light going up through here, and we're gonna give it a little bit of a dance. I don't know what else to call it. We're gonna variation, so it feels like the clothing sort of ebbs and flows. It's not straight. All right. Should probably make it pop right here. One more time. Highlights. Bikes. All right. So now we've pretty much got her leather jacket. I'm gonna just try something for fun here. I'm gonna make sure I've unselected everything else. And now I'm going to try to play around with the levels. Let's see if we can make it a little more dynamic. See what that does. Definitely looks much sleeker. So if we go like super bright, it's gonna... I might come in at the very end and do this level change and do it to the entire panel. I don't know if that would be too much. It might be. But I definitely like that extra dark. Love how that does feel a lot more dynamic. I know I said I was going to keep the same colorations, so we might come back up here, or we might make this entire panel a lot more dynamic, do that kind of levels adjustment to everything down here, and that way it feels like the whole scenery, the whole scene is changing and there's a whole conjuring happening. We might add a layer of like kind of this orangey flame stuff, kind of like popping up out of the middle of the circle, sort of make it look like there's a I don't know, like a portal to a demon world opening up. be really cool looking, I guess. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. Really cool looking. Here we go. So let's work on the e-girl's hair next. Right now I've got it as like she's kind of blonde and she's got pink tips on her hair. And I wasn't quite sure I was making the right decision with the blonde and pink tips. I did want it to be some kind of pink color, like tipped, but not completely. And my feeling was it kind of helps connect the two girls. And so they're not completely, it doesn't feel like there's a far, like, it kind of helps them feel related a little bit. When you can, it looks like they're probably sisters or something like that. So I felt like if she had black hair, it'd be like, well, how's this girl fit into the party kind of thing, you know? So she's got blonde hair with pink tips. I don't know what you call that, pink tips. But yeah, so we're gonna give it a little bit of a blonde, and then we're gonna come in and we're probably gonna use a multiply layer to add some shading to it. And we'll probably just do the lightness shading on the layer itself. So we'll get like a light pink now, and just kind of give that highlight. And it looks like I could probably even extend the highlight into the yellowish coloring, and it's not gonna feel too wrong. That the color pink and blonde, yellow and red kind of translates really well into each other. If we were doing like a color like blue, no, blue would work well too. If we were doing it opposite, like violet, I think violet would be a weird mixture. It would look kind of odd. We get really bright here on these highlights. Because when we come back in, those highlights are going to be extra. We're probably going to end up being like white. So I'm probably not even going to see this white that I'm adding right now. It'll probably all just blend in. But I'll just do it for fun. We will see it on this panel because I'm not going to affect the layers on this panel. I'm not sure I should even really adjust the lightness on, add any highlights on this yellowish hair. I took away the selection. I probably should not have done that. Alright, so now let's do her hair. Her hair is much easier. We're just going to go up here, grab the dark, and throw some shade on her. That doesn't look great. We'll just do like a little bit of what do you call that? Reductive highlighting, where we darken it and then we come over and we use light on black instead of black on white. It's always good to try the approach of going with light on dark and then going dark on light. Change things up. Okay, so now we're gonna get a highlight. Oh, actually, let's keep going here. We're gonna finish. Okay, now we'll kind of erase what we just did with adding the same color back. There we go. And now the extra highlights, just to add a little bit more of a dynamic here. Helps add that three-dimensional quality. Okay. So we've got all our hair. Now we've got to finish up the clothes. We've got the blonde hair girl's clothes all done. Now we're gonna work on, I guess we've got her kind of a leathery, latexy outfit. So we should probably just come in and make all this black. Whoa. So it's the same color as, yeah, we should definitely come in and make it black. So it's now like a very near black, just so we can barely see the ink. We're gonna come in now with almost, I'm not gonna quite go white, I'm gonna go very light gray. It's gonna be hard to tell that it's not white. Okay. We'll say that's good right there. Thinking make it a little more curvy. It makes it feel more round. Okay, so now we're gonna get back to that very light gray. We're going for an underlighting situation here. So I'm not quite sure how this is gonna be shaded. We're gonna have to, we might try two different variations. So one variation would be to do something like this and just do like the outline of the, what am I trying to say? Kind of do an outline of the curve. And another option, I know you definitely want something on the back outline, and we probably want something along the curve of the zipper here too. And doing the kind of like what I just did there, the eraser thing, erasing some of what you just did with that, kind of helps add that kind of waviness that you would expect in the leather material. It's not quite all just smooth, and helps give it that realistic. And I probably did not ink this correctly for leather, but we're going to try to compensate with the coloring. All right, so there we have leather. Let's kind of increase that down here at the base. I think maybe like it's brighter down here at the base because it's closer to the light source. I think that's more along the lines of how it would look. We can even make that seam kind of pop out more by, here, let's get a sharper line right there. And might have just undone most of my work there, but okay. All right, so now we have her leather. Now we have something that's like a fish netting. I'm gonna try. I should probably have inked the fish net on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I'm gonna use a 4, get something really fine. And basically, I just want to try to accentuate the curves and the contour of her body. There we go. Now I'm going to come in with a cross pattern. Alright, and now we can come in with like a fleshy color, but we're going to tone that down a lot. So it's almost like it's kind of skin peeking through. I'm thinking something like it's like stocking, nylon stocking that is pressed up against skin. So it's a little bit of the skin color is coming through where it's you know, pushed up real tight against the skin. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and create, you know, like a circle there. And we can come in and darken it just a little bit. And kind of help build the different levels. All right. Now to do it over here. Okay, I'm not sure if that's exactly how it looks in real life, but I think it looks fairly decent, and that's what's important. All right, so now we're going to give this thing a little bit of a highlight. There we go. Now she's got her leather neck choker thing, and we'll move on to the last girl, and then we'll probably have to close up because it's getting late. Okay, so we got her costume, her outfit, uniform, whatever you call that. She's kind of got this hoodie tank top thing on. And, you know, I should probably add a little bit of a tank top, hoodie hood back of there, because that would probably be visible back there. It might not be visible in a real life setting if you're at that angle, but let's go really harsh with this. We'll go kind of just shaded here, and kind of come down here with some shade. And I think once we put the extreme, or we adjust the levels, the brights and the darks on the entire panel, I think it'll really add a lot of interest. Now I'm going to select the color that I created down here, this gray, and I'm going to sort of work with it. Sort of blend it in. I could probably use a blending tool. I'm not very good with the blending tool. I've not played around with it enough to get, you know, real proficient with it. So I just like to do it the old-fashioned way. All right, let's think. What form is going on here? I'm not great at knowing how the forms are on these things. We'll just go with that. How about that? Extend a little bit there. And get dark down here. All right. I think we've got her dress down here. Or skirt, I should say. All right. Now I should probably add a little bit of a highlight to here, because when we mess with the levels, her shirt is the only one that doesn't have that extra depth to it, and it'll look odd. So we're gonna adjust that, put a little bit of an extra highlight here so it kind of fits with the rest of the panel. Let's figure out which line to accentuate. Okay, now let's do her belt a little bit. Let's go more gray so it doesn't look pink. Okie doke. There we go. This is coming together. Let's give her, I don't know if her like wrist should be leather or they should be kind of like more of like a woolly material, soft material. We're gonna go with a woolly material. And next we need to, I think her belt should be, you know, leathery. So we're gonna come in with white highlight there, and that'll be good enough. Next, we probably need to make these circles gray. So they don't look like just white holes in the paper. All right, let's give it a little bit more. Oh no, my eye is starting to twitch. That means I've been staring at the computer screen too long. Okay. All right, now, before I go, I'm gonna try to play around with the levels real quick, just to let you know or see how that's gonna affect everything. All right, so if we're gonna add like a hoodie, kind of hood, I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. There we go. So now she's got a hood. I'm wondering if we should just blacken it, but I think dark gray is gonna be better in the end. Alright, so now let's try messing with the levels real quick. I'm gonna add, I feel like I'll add an adjustment layer just so we can mess around without, we can continue messing around. It's not like a once and done kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the whole panel with and I'm going to do an adjustment layer with, what is this? Where's the levels? Levels. It took me too long to find that. Okay, so we're going to go, you know, like dark, and then we'll, whoa! So it's like they're getting radiation right there. The demon core. Okay, so that's a little more dynamic. We can just kind of mess around here, and do we want it to be like dark or bright? I think we want it to be a little bit on the brighter side so we can make it darker. There we go. That's about where we'll stand. And if we wanted to also add some, like, we'll probably do this on a whole new layer so we can really mess around with it. But I was gonna try, we'll try like a soft light at first, but I don't know, we'll go with like a red orange and just fill that. So that way we're still kind of keeping some of the colors. It's not going all red orange. You can tell there's, what, let's see what this is. That is actually pink. Yep. So there we go. That's probably what we'll end up doing. We're gonna do this really cool. I think we're gonna be looking at the ceiling from below here, so it looks like we're working straight up from the floor, and there's gonna be this. Let's go ahead and just have a little bit more fun. I'm going to, let's do a dark brown, almost black. Ooh, man, that really looks great, just like that. So I don't know what that is right there. We're just gonna color over that. I'll go back and find all the pinholes and fill those in just a minute. But look at that. That's awesome. I could probably just leave that like that, but I'm not going to. Okay, so contiguous. Oh, huh. Okay, now we go. There we go. So now we're going to try, let me see. I'm going to go with a new layer because on the back layer, I still might do like a, the ceiling of the room. So we're going to try this, like, we should probably go like hard red or hard orange. Intense, I should say. And we'll use, first I'm gonna try, we should probably try like I'm gonna try two different things. We'll go with the one that looks better. First I'm gonna try something that's like popping up. Go away. We'll try one more. And so this would be, we would try to, you know, make this a little less visible, sort of with, I guess with an eraser, we can try that. I'm thinking maybe try a special unique eraser, and voila. Feels like they are now summoning a demon creature. I'm gonna try to pronounce this. Okayokayokok. 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 So that is, yeah, I think that's how you would say it. Okayokayokok. Okayokayokok. Yeah, that's the name of the thing that they are summoning. We'll see how that goes for him. I'm guessing it's not going to go too well. But this has been okay. And this is the Conjuring Circle. I've got the whole week. Thursday, this will be out and available for purchase. Thank you for watching and staying tuned. If you're not on the Patreon already, join me on Patreon. Even if you're not subscribed, you can still just follow and get some free public posts. I post a lot more up-to-date and current stuff on Patreon, even for free. I'm also on Discord, DeviantArt, and what else? Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, X. So I will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by and watching. If you have any questions, send them my way, and I will talk to you later.